Hello everybody, welcome back to C&S Corvettes in beautiful sunny Sarasota, Florida. This is your Corvette buddy Lyle. It's a Friday, we're just finishing up some of our tasks for the week, so we're going to do a quick shop walk around to show you some of the cars we got going on here this week. This beautiful 2015 Corvette was brought into us by a customer with only 31,000 miles on the clock because he was hearing some noises from his torque tube. And so we brought it in to do the torque tube, but we realized the noises were coming from both the torque tube and his transmission. So we pulled some of the transmission fluid out, and sure enough, there was metal in the transmission fluid. So this gentleman is getting a rebuilt transmission from GM and a torque tube rebuild. I will tell you this, he is fortunate enough to have a very, very good aftermarket warranty, and the warranty company is covering the lion's share of this job. But the warranty company did try to tell me that they wanted me to find a used transmission to put in this and guarantee the parts and labor for 12,000 miles or 12 months. No way I'm putting a used transmission into this car for this customer, and there's no way I'd guarantee even a used transmission from us and the labor for that period of time. We kind of stood our ground and forced the warranty company to just go ahead and get us the good one from GM. That way this customer and his car are getting the best possible parts with the best possible workmanship. Now, those of you that watch the channel will probably recognize this black 2003 Z06. This is my car. This car has 262,000 miles on it. It is my baby. And we recently brought the car in to do some much needed maintenance. I had an oil pan gasket leak. Wanted to take care of some other things. Did a front engine kit with a Summit balancer like we talk about. And I also installed a set of long tube headers on the car. And right now, she is not very happy with me. I actually have to take it down the street and have a tune done to it because for some reason, my left side cylinders don't really want to play ball right now, even though we didn't change anything major. So we're doing a learning curve on this one. It was almost like I should have never messed with it, but I'm sure we'll be able to sort it out. And I can't wait to hear the sound because I eliminated the cats, ran the long tube headers back to the X-pipe through the stock titanium exhaust, which I've read on the internet is an excellent combination. I'm just excited to hear it. And we're still waiting to get a slot down at the shop down the street to figure out what they need to tweak electronically. This beautiful black 1980 belongs to Joe, and Joe takes excellent care of this car. This is his baby. This is absolutely one of the nicest 1980 Corvettes we've ever had in the shop. It's got a 4-speed manual from the factory. It was in here for some engine reseal stuff. And as you can tell, we made everything look really nice and clean in here. We actually found that his factory aluminum intake manifold was cracked in several places. And thankfully, we had a good replacement put in there in our warehouse. But he got all kinds of new gaskets and everything, so he's no longer leaking. And this car is absolutely gorgeous. And it's got a really special place in our hearts because this will be the last C3 Corvette we ever work on here at the shop. We've been transitioning here to work on only the 97 and up cars. And Joe's car, because it is so special and because he's been a customer for so long, we made an exception to do this one last job for him. And then that's it for C3, C4, anything older. We are only going to be doing mechanical work on the 97 and up cars. On the docket for today on this lift, we're with Nick, is a 1999 that was just purchased by its new owner. This car's lived quite a life. It is not brand new, but it's mainly here today because his AC compressor was leaking so badly, you could actually, and we have it on film, the refrigerant was escaping fast enough you could see it bubbling outside the case of the compressor. So he's got a new compressor in. Nick's currently working on changing out the receiver dryer. He's going to put the battery back in it, and this car will be good to go. I know we'll be seeing this car again because this customer's committed to making this car as nice as possible because he plans on driving it every day. On our other lift with Andy today is a 2008 Corvette owned by a really cool guy named Keanu. And Keanu has a Z51 package, which you can tell because it has the factory cross-drilled rotors, always the easiest way to tell on a C6. He brought this car in to have an ATI harmonic balancer put on it, have a new oil pump put in it, and have the oil pan gasket done. There are a few other things that we noticed here when the car was on the lift. Follow me, I'll show you what I'm talking about. If you look under here, you can see these shocks at the rear have completely given up. You can see the oil dripping off of this shock, and you can see the giant puddle that it has made. You can see how wet the control arm is. On the other side, you can see the exact same thing. So Keanu is getting 2 new GM shocks because those are absolutely dunsies. Keanu was also smart enough to say, while you're in there, let's do the belt tensioners, the idler pulley, and the belts, because other than the parts price, the labor was almost nothing. So we were there anyway. Now's the time. And that's it for our little brief shop walk around today. We've had several cars that we delivered in the last couple of days, so we aren't littered with Corvettes like we usually are, but we got a whole bunch more coming in next week. I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. I look forward to seeing you again soon.